Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're connecting in from. Just clicking on a couple more things. So settling back into your purpose. So we are getting closer to fall equinox. The days are shortening. We're also heading to a full moon. And just noticing how that's landing in your system, right? This is kind of the culmination of the end of summer, back to school, back to our tasks, maybe to harvest, to preparing for stepping towards winter. And so settling back into your purpose. So this playing with this idea, and I've heard this a few times lately, and it's been really interesting. Instead of thinking of our purpose as this thing, this greater thing that's potentially in front of us, this great almost awakening or opportunity that exists in front of us, that we have to earn or work towards or step into. And the invitation has been, and which makes much more sense in my body and in my system, is that our purpose is really connected to our, in some sense, what our challenges are. Like, what have we already worked through? Like, what is behind us that we've already kind of blossomed through, or we have kind of already earned our way through, that we have learned, we have grown, we have found the darkest part of ourselves and come out stronger. That is connected to our purpose, that we've already come to. It's also connected to our, in a sense, our own challenges, our own obstacles. Like, what wisdom have we gleaned that we can share with others? How do we support others by what we've already learned? And that becomes our way, because we can't help people unless we've already done it. We've already been through, like, we understand, right? Like, we don't really know how to sit with somebody who's had a major loss if we haven't had a major loss. But if we have had a major loss, it's really easy to sit and be present and be compassionate, because we know we have been there. And that becomes our gift, to share that with them. So let's just take a moment. Again, not something to figure out with our head. It's just something that we can settle into and sit and explore with. So finding your seat, and maybe it's maybe you need to lie down, maybe you need to sit with your back supported, or maybe you want to stand. Maybe you even want to go for a walk, a nice quiet walk. But taking a moment to just feel your connection to the ground, whatever that is, whether it's your back on the ground, your hips on the ground, your feet on the ground. And just settling into the density of your own body, the skin against the ground, the skin of your body, the cells, the liquids, the blood and the lymph, the cells creating tissues, creating organs, organ systems, body systems. What do you notice in your body? Let's take a nice long inhale. And long exhale. Feeling yourself settle even more. Is there anything else that needs to soften? Maybe the hands, the tops of the shoulders, the back of the neck. Maybe even how you breathe. Softening the movement of the diaphragm, of the belly, the throat, the mouth. Sinking back into who you are, feeling the back of your body, the hair, the back of the head, the skin of the back of the neck, your clothing against your back, or chair or floor. And what do you notice? Good. So let's bring our awareness to that filamentine thread between perineum and crown. A gentle thread. It's just balancing, not rigid, almost fluid, like sea kelp in the ocean. So as the body moves, that line moves. And let's even imagine the threading from perineum, right, first chakra, up through second chakra, center of the pelvis, third chakra, solar plexus, below the diaphragm, center of the body, heart center, level of the heart center of the body, throat, third eye, right, that center of the skull, behind the eyes, and the crown, right, extending down through earth star, up through higher self, soul star, and up, right, up to source above, down to source below. Just that filamentine thread, right, as if your chakras, your soul, your earth star, that connection to you, right, in relationship to all the other golden threads of light, right, our own little solar system in a way. And just connecting to that quality, maybe even to those lights of the chakras, the colors, the qualities. Notice where your awareness is drawn. Notice if you are landing in certain centers, or if your awareness is higher or lower, or further out or deeper in. Good. And just a gentle, open-handed sense of your first chakra and your physicality and your grounded kind of anchoring in this life, in this form, in these circumstances, this incarnation, this embodiment. And just touching lightly into your second chakra, your sacral center, your sensual, right, your senses, sight, hearing, feeling, touch, taste, smell, sexuality, creativity. Third, solar plexus, more mental, body, our will, our sense of authority, autonomy. sovereignty, our will, action. Heart center, our relational seat of compassion, bridge between our individual and our, right, as we move higher, we become much more connected to the collective consciousness, starting with the fourth, with our connection to humanity, even into higher realms. But just that sense of heart, relations forward to our children or back to our ancestry or laterally to our peers, humanity. Our fifth, our connection to also a bridge. I think of it as this place where we bring into form, right? We manifest, we call, we speak things forward, but it also comes from a place of connection to our, and this is individual for each of us. Like, what does that mean? Our higher self, our expanded self, or the oneness of the divine, right? The collective of the divine. But letting our individual lives be connected to that quality and the desire to bridge both, right? The desire to call forth from the divine or from truth, from goodness, from beauty. Sixth, our vision, our intuition, our seeing bigger picture, our seeing from a different place, seeing not so much from our will or even our thoughts or our emotions, but from a higher realm. Also the space of angels, that quality of lightness, and then moving beyond humanity to the unseen, right? Third eye is seeing the unseen. And crown, right? Our connection to all of life, and also the blueprint of our life, right? The blueprint, our soul print, our karmic print. Good, and how all of this sits along this line. We can call this line our line of purpose, right? So all of our qualities, our gifts, our challenges, our unfolding, rests in that purpose. So with all of that, what are you able to settle back into? What are you able to, I don't want to say land, but really identify in yourself? What have you moved through? What have you grown through? And sometimes we use the words initiation, challenge, obstacle, dark night. What have you grown through? What has become more solidified in you? A desire, a commitment to support or change? What are you passionate about? What gets you fired up? What feels intolerable? Is that part of your purpose? Is that part of the journey that you have been on? The reason why it feels intolerable? Maybe just identifying what we feel drawn to, what we feel magnetized to within our journey, and how it can help not just move us forward, but move our children forward, our community forward, ourselves forward. Right? That as we move in this movement, doesn't even have to be forward, just this movement of organizing change, of being vulnerable enough to kind of move within ourselves, to release old beliefs and find new empowered ways, or enlightened ways, or kind ways of being within ourselves. Right? Letting our purpose be inside and outside, a weaving, a tapestry, a healing. Right? Bridging that bridge from obstacle to awareness. And just bringing a hand onto your heart, and maybe a hand onto your belly if that feels right. Just the sense of holding your body with your hands, holding your hands from your body. Just a sense of landing that any identification with your passion and your purpose in your body. Right? That the weaving is already there. The challenge has already kind of been moved through, is already in your system. Allowing it to take another step, another phase of movement. And maybe it's even a deeper healing within you, a deeper understanding of your challenge. A deeper acknowledgement of how it's formed you, shaped you, brightened you, guided you. And when you're ready, just very slowly close or open your eyes, and maybe find, if you're near a window, find something that feels anchoring. Maybe it's something in your room, maybe it's a candle or a stone or a gift. And then just a little bit of just holding, a little bit of squeezing, gentle squeezing your own body very lovingly. Just a gentle sense of kind of checking in. I'm here. I see you. I feel you in this journey together. body, mind, heart, soul. Namaste.